Episode 1: How to make vegan gingerbread men. Here's the recipe. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you come back to my channel, this is episode 1 of Christmas cakes and crafts. This is the recipe that we'll be using. So first up, you'll need 60 grams of vegan butter or spread, or you can just use normal if you're not making it vegan. You can put it in the microwave for 10 seconds if necessary, otherwise just beat it a bit till it is soft and creamy. This will make it easier to incorporate the next ingredient. So you'll need a quarter cup of light brown sugar. You're going to add this into your butter and mix it well till it's kind of dissolved into the butter. We're going to be adding the wet ingredients bit by bit, just like this. As you mix the ingredients, it will start to form a thicker and thicker paste. Next, add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and if you'd like to add any other flavouring to your gingerbread men like orange or almond or something else, you can add that too. Then add a 1/3 cup of golden syrup. This can be used as a substitute for molasses, and gently incorporate that into your mixture as well. You can use an electric whisk if necessary, but I'm just using a spatula for all of my dough. Then add 1 1/4 cup of plain or all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of corn flour or cornstarch, and ½ teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, not baking powder. Then add 1 teaspoon of ginger powder or more, depending on how strong you want the taste, a bit of cinnamon and nutmeg, this is optional, and a pinch of salt, roughly a 1/4 teaspoon as well, to even out the taste. Mix everything well. This is all you need to make the biscuit base for these gingerbread men. So start off with a spatula or a spoon or whatever you're using, and then slowly, as the dough starts to come together, you can get in with your hands and knead it to form a nice, not so sticky dough. You can add more flour if it's a bit too sticky. Next, dust your surface, whatever you're using, with a bit of plain flour, and then roll out your gingerbread dough. While you're preparing the surface, you can refrigerate your dough to make it a bit more stiffer. Then use cookie cutters, so I've got 3 different sizes of gingerbread men, and you're going to press these down to make the shapes of the gingerbread men. So this recipe made around 15 gingerbread men. This depends, of course, on the size of your cookie cutters. So it would make around 15 average size ones, depends. Transfer these onto a baking paper, and with the leftover dough, repeat the same process till all your dough is finished. Then bake these in the oven for around 9 to 11 minutes. Not more than that. They'll be soft, but they'll harden as they come out, and you don't want them to be really crunchy. Meanwhile, we're going to make the glaze for the decoration. So you'll need a 1/4 cup of icing sugar and 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. You don't want to add too much, just a bit at a time till it gets to this thick, pipeable consistency. This is in replacement for the royal icing, and it's a really easy recipe, doesn't include any other complicated egg replacers or anything. So my gingerbread men are ready. They have set, they've cooled and hardened a bit, and now I've transferred the glaze into a piping bag. You can just use a normal piping bag and just cut a tiny hole in, and then pipe on whichever designs you'd like to put on your gingerbread men. This step is entirely optional and customizable. You can decorate however you like. So I've just done the basic typical smile on the gingerbread and buttons, and if you'd like to, you can use Smarties or Skittles or other sweets to decorate them too. And that's how to make these really easy vegan gingerbread men. They roughly take around ½ an hour depending on how long it takes to make the dough. Otherwise it's super quick, there's no complicated ingredients required in it, no egg replacers or anything, and yeah, these are delicious, and I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't yet already for more Christmas themed videos coming up your way very soon. Bye!